And I'm glad we're doing this march because we could save our young children that's killing themselves. Young people are killing themselves out here today, and young people are killing each other out here today because they don't have the right resources, places to go to speak on the problems and the issues that they're facing in their life. It's a sad event. The day he died was very sad and very surprising because he didn't have anybody that he can go to speak to on his problems. And I believe the community had a lot to do with the reason he jumped out, because when you don't have people to go to speak to, you're gonna feel like you're gonna take matters into your own
Feel like
hands.
you don't belong.
And you're gonna feel out of place, and then you're gonna wind up doing exactly what Joel did and killing himself. When the pressure gets too hard and you don't have places you can go to or older people you can talk to, you're just gonna end it. People tend to like to mind their business in my community, and I feel like minding their business is making matters worse. Because if you lend an ear to somebody that's young that feel like they can't make it, they have a chance of living another day.
So now, how old was that young brother? He was
around his 20s.
He was in his 20s.
He was in his 20s.
Now that goes to show you, Harlem Transformation Project, we believe that mental illness is a strong part of the problems that we have within the community, and we believe that the professionals in the community of Harlem and this community period should come by and come back and volunteer time, and like you said, for counseling, for therapy, for somebody to talk to. We take those degrees and we get money with them and utilize them for other things, but we need to come back and heal our community. Because it's a shame when a young brother, 20 years old, and just earlier he was with his friends, but he couldn't even talk to them about some of the issues. Sometimes you can't talk to your friend about the issue because they might laugh at you, or they might not understand it, or they might just interpret it a different way. And this young man took his life, no telling what he could have been. When that happened, what did the community say about this? How did y'all address it?
Well, the mother, she created a garden for him. It's in the front of the project as you enter in. She created a garden for him to keep his memory alive. But a lot of people didn't really know him as well because he was a quiet individual. But the people that did know him was like, personally, I was upset because I didn't know he was troubled, and I wish that I would have been able to be one of those people that he could have came to and spoke to about his problems. What we need to do is really open up centers for these kids to have places to go, activities to do.
Thank you for that.
And people to speak to when they're going through their problems.
Say that one more time.
We need to open up a lot of community centers,
that's right.
a lot of different activities to get these kids involved in their communities, outreach programs to get these kids to understand that we live here and we pay our rent, but it's not just about living here and paying your rent. It's also about feeling safe and secure in your own environment.
That's right.
There's times I'll be scared to go to the store because I don't know what's going to happen on my way to the store or on my way back home. It's important that we do something for our community. And if we stay quiet any longer, it's gonna get worse. And we can't leave it up to other people no longer to take care of something that we can do ourselves.
There you go. That's right.
Martin Luther King did it for us. At one point in life, this man died for the black people to be able to not go through the racism and things of those natures. So if he could do it and he was one person, we could do it as a community.
That's correct. So how do you feel, or what do you feel that you can do, how do you feel that what we're doing right now, how that will help the community, or do you think it will help the community? Do you think we should continue to do the walks that we're doing through the community and talking to the people and coming across with issues, or do you think that we should stop, or what other ideas may you have?
I feel we should continue doing the marches and talking and interacting with the people, because even though it seems like nobody's interested, there are going to be more followers. People will wake up and agree to how we feel and come out. But if we stop, we just giving up on our youth and on ourselves.
That's right.
And we need to continue doing this because this is a very positive movement that's being done. And I understand now that people are so used to being invited to parties, being invited to other places, and they're quick to say yeah to a party or to a barbecue. But when it comes to movements like this and marching for your people, they are scared or they pride. I'm very upset at the way this community is acting towards our movement, but I also understand that God will make followers come. And this event that we are doing now may seem small, but it can grow. So I feel like what y'all doing is very important, and that we need to keep on going with it. And whoever's with or wants to be a part of it, they're more than welcome to join. If they don't want to be a part of it, then maybe one day, eventually, God will click something in their head and make them feel like they should do something about their community.
Well, sister, I commend you for having enough courage to come out and speak about about the issues that's happening within your community, because if you might be a voice, you are a voice for many people that don't want to say anything.
It's sad. I see young girls out here that's about 14, 8 years old, 4 o'clock in the morning, out here, outside, okay? It's not only the community, it's the parents as well that got to be a part of their children's lives, and even not. The parents got to stop being scared to be a part of their children and their friends' lives. And you got to spread the message everywhere.
That's right.
From here to the next borough if we have to. Because, you know, it's really sad. I mean, you don't know who's going to be next on the list of dying out here. And it used to be at one time the old people's dying, but now it's the young ones going first. You got babies. You got babies getting shot out here because of these guns that they constantly bringing in the neighborhood. Something has to be done.
Well, would you believe, I'm looking at this button here and it says, our healing has begun. So when we say that, our healing has begun. And this is a continuum, and with God's grace and God's guidance, we're going to take care of this situation.
Time to take our community back.
Time to take it back. So be it. Thank you so much.
No problem.